So Pelosi, who I question, I question her stability at the moment because she seems to be getting worse on all this stuff, but she calls Republicans enemies within the Capitol. That is not unifying language. She said, I do believe, and I have said this all along, that we will probably need a supplemental for more security for members when the enemy is within the House of Representatives, a threat that members are concerned about in addition to what is happening outside. And we'll cover one of those members in a second. Pelosi told reporters Thursday when asked to clarify what she meant by the enemy, because even the reporters were like, wait, you're talking about, no, you couldn't, are you? But she says it means that we have members of Congress who want to bring guns on the floor and have threatened violence on other members of Congress. I want you to show me where they threatened violence. Not hearsay, not I'm going to determine what your intentions were with no proof. I want to hear where they actually said, we want to commit violence on the other side. Because I've heard it a lot from one side. I've heard it a lot, but I haven't heard it from the other side. So she's not just stating they're not trustworthy. She's stating they are actually enemies. As this divisiveness continues, and you've seen this in Latin America, you've seen this in the Soviet Union, in China, you see it in Hong Kong now. When you get a party that is looking to control everything, they will create enemies out of the other party. And especially you think about what happened in Latin America and has happened over and over again, is you end up turning the other guy, the other, into the enemy. And that's what's going on right now. Prove me wrong. Slide 5, AOC and Cruz. AOC tweets this out. She stated, I'm happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground. And I believe it was the whole GameStop thing that she was talking about. But you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. She's talking to Cruz. Because she made a tweet. Cruz said, I agree. This is what she said. You almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago. Happy to work with almost any other GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. If you want to help, you can resign, which she's been calling on him and Holly to resign. Hey, AOC, look in the mirror. A lot of people have brought this up, but it was your direct words that incited somebody to believe that ICE detention centers were like concentration camps. So if you're going to point that finger to Cruz, you better be pointing at yourself. It was your words. You were the one who called them concentration camps. Now, do I actually hold that responsibility on you? No, because everybody is an individual. Everybody has their own individual responsibility. But the thing is, if you start crossing that road and you start deciding that I'm going to start blaming people for another's intention purely by my own made up idea of what their intentions are, then we've got to go both ways. You don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. But if we fight that game, you guys are going to find there's a lot of that goes both ways. And this isn't going to stop, guys. That's the thing that I'm trying to get across here is this is not going to stop. It's not going to die down. They sense blood. They smell it in the water. They're going to go harder. And so we're going to talk about at the end of this how to combat this, how to continue forward, how to make progress on this whole thing.